Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and in this video I will be exploring my Kinship's kin house on the legendary server Anor. So I will have a little bit of gameplay before we get into that, but I want to give a description of the Kinship, and the Kinship is called Mithril League, and a lot of people I used to play with on Arkenstone has joined it, as well as many new players. I do a lot of things with my kin, especially I've done some in videos and on stream, so I figured it was about time I give them us a little bit of a shout out. And if anyone watching is interested in joining the kin, so they can see about doing that as well, I will link the website below for the kin, but you can also message any officer at any time in game asking for an invite, including me. So to quickly go over what the Mithril League Kinship is about, well, here's a kind of lax description we use sometimes. Our mission is to gather friendly players of all skill levels and create a fun and stress-free atmosphere. We do want to explore raids and group content of LOTRO, but we don't really want the headaches common in raiding kinships. So we are more casual based overall. And moving on from that, I again will be exploring our kinship house for the first time. We got the house as soon as our kin unlocked, and I decided I would wait to visit it specifically for this video. I believe the officers have done a few decorations and got the house largely set up, so it's mostly finished, but still a little bit of a work in progress at least. The kin house is also in the Belfalas housing region, which is premium housing. A few players chip in like the real money and stuff for that, for the upgrade, so that was nice. So not only is this my first time seeing the kin house, actually, it is going to actually be my first time ever visiting the premium Belfalas housing here, even though that system's so old I have never actually visited it. So this should be exciting, and I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I'm here on my Runekeeper, actually on the legendary Anor server again. I'm doing the travel to kinship house now. This is the kin who's on right now. We only have 5 people on, but I'm kind of recording at a very unprimed time. For this, we have a ton of members if I just do offline, and when we're busy, we actually have a lot. So this is my first time, again, in this area. I've seen some screenshots of stuff like this, so I might take some screenshots here. But this is going to be kind of adventurous, I guess, from here on out. I'm guessing, okay, that's my kin house. Need to actually look around and know where I'm looking. I don't know, I assume the neighborhood is like other neighborhoods and their player housing. So this is home of Mithril League. I don't know if that's part of our yard. If that is like a ginormous yard. I don't know if that's more common area, but it has actual decorations. We're going over here. Oh no, I think this one's our yard to the left. So yeah, this video, I don't think I actually mentioned this, but it's going to be very open-ended. I have no idea what to expect coming, and doing this part I only had that little bit part planned at the beginning. So this looks like our yard. We are, yeah, home of Mithril League, okay. Ruined stone gazebo. Too bad it's ruined. Ruined stone pillars. I guess it matches the pillars. Not really a functional gazebo compared to just, I don't know, gazebos you see nowadays in real life. I'm kind of trying to look on the map. Oh, we're way over here. So we have a kinship island, that's right. So everything in this area is actually ours, so that was ours. I forget it's like a kinship island like that. So that's pretty neat as well. So we have a Gondorian study here. A study for crafting at home. Oh yeah, somebody did mention they put some crafting things here. So it looks like, yeah, somebody put a premium ingredient crate, so any player in the kinship can actually go here and get 6 universal ingredient packs a day, which are actually very useful. So if I just look at crafting, I could only use 4 of those and make like this level 50 armor. So that's pretty neat. That'll be helpful for me actually. That armor is account bound once you do it, so I'm kind of just exploring. I might get on my mount to travel a little bit faster because this yard is huge and has kind of nothing to it. So the crafting stuff, I wish it was maybe organized a little bit better. I'm going to be a little bit critical of my kinship's design choices. I will try not to be too critical. This is kind of just a neat area, but a lot of my, like if I were ideally designing this, just going based off that, my opinion some, but there's a random Gondorian supplier horn. So on use, oh, it summons a Gondorian supplier to your home. Let's try this out. Oh, so it's like the crafting supplier. That's actually nice. I can go ahead and repair here. Probably need to sell too. Well, my inventory is not too messy compared to what it's been. So yeah, it just seems like to me the crafting areas are kind of out of place and loosely put. And I know it's still a work in progress, the house as a whole. It looks like we're disconnecting here, so I might come back in just a minute. So yeah, I actually disconnected from the game right there, but we're back in it, and I'm going to go ahead and mount up and start exploring a little bit more, I guess. So yeah, the yard's pretty neat. I mean, we have a huge lawn, and I kind of like that theater stage actually and the stuff around it. The stone pillars are kind of neat. I don't know, you need something to take up this space. I'm kind of a person that I would just have this whole area open and it would take me forever to decide what to put. Where I really like these protector statues and where they are. I think that's a nice thing. And I also have some things I can contribute to this kinship house. I have a lot of stuff I need to take to, not on this character, actually I do have a couple things on this character, to take to a taxidermist that I can maybe put here, or even in my house. That's kind of a weird place. They're just randomly, I guess the brewer's wagon kind of makes sense because there's a large feasting table here. I don't know why there's so many food here. There's like so many food, so much food here. There's like nobody here though. We have a ruined stone days. Okay, is that an outhouse? Oh my gosh, it is. It's a public outhouse, so anybody can use that. Okay, so this is the view we have on this side. This was the part I wasn't sure was actually ours, so this is kind of an interesting view. Definitely don't mind getting screenshots of that. Trying to see what's decorations and what's not, so it looks like these little fire things are just kind of there. So, moving up here, it looks like Court of Falthui. Oh, this is neat. So we actually have, this is more like an actual stage, it looks like, compared to that little stage decoration. So I don't think there's anything up here kind of on the mountainside that I should be going to. I'm kind of trying to look at the map because again I have, oh, we can actually zoom out here. But again, I have no idea, like, I haven't been here before, so I don't know what to expect. This might just be, that's kind of neat that it just has this landscape type stuff on our actual kinship island. I think that's pretty cool. So going up here, we actually do have a decoration way up here. This is Tharlok's blade. That is a giant blade. I really want that for one of my characters now. I feel like my guardian can make some good use of it. So we can actually see the boats. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I think that they have this stuff here, that kind of extra, I would kind of call it unnecessary landscape, but it's just a nice addition. Not unnecessary is kind of the wrong word, but you don't need it, which I guess makes it unnecessarily, but it's nice to have compared to just having this huge lawn we have. We have 2 lawns, it looks like, and that little court thing up there, it said, and this was the entrance. I didn't take too much to explore that, so there's like an actual boat to go back to the shore of Cape of Belfalas. We might explore that at the end, I don't know, but yeah, so far my impressions on the outside, I'm kind of liking this housing. I think I'm going the wrong way though. Yeah, I think my kin did a good job with the decorations because I would have just left it open, basically trying to decide what to put where, because I don't know, that's just the way I am, but we'll keep moving on here and seeing what I think going in. Okay, that seems, why is my movement is not working, like, yeah, we might, okay, there it's working again. I was gonna maybe take a minute to reset the video again to do that. But yeah, we have a little hat rack here, which is, I don't know, it seems kind of in the middle of the room. I feel like it should be in the more of a corner, kind of like this thing. Colorful songbird. Oh, it's making actual noise. That's kind of neat. Probably, I just realized I actually had my audio off. I don't think, yeah, I don't have it actually set up for this. So yeah, I like that songbird. We have a red chair here. That's pretty neat, I guess. I don't know. I'm just seeing all the things I was thinking it was neat, but the actual red chair, I don't know. The breakfast table, I don't know about that in this room. I like that it's symmetrical though with this. We have a red gift box here. Okay, so I actually went ahead and got the audio back set up, so you should be able to maybe hear the songbird now. It's pretty quiet, so I don't know if you can actually hear it, but it's just the usual audio. I had to switch like the audio device. So the rug, I don't know, it feels like the table is slightly more left looking on that one, just in general with the rug. It's that little stuff that kind of I know you actually have like actual notches where you can place stuff almost exactly the same, but it's kind of that stuff that bothers me with player housing and turn me off from it. So I don't really know where to go from here. Maybe we actually have a map of the interior. So this is kind of the lobby room, I guess, of the Kinship house. Ooh, we have a little troll head here. That's not the most pleasant thing. Arm of Lagamus. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a crawler. So here's a festive table. It's got a pig on it. And yeah, this room has stars painted on the top. Here's a random bedroom. I don't know if this is actually a bedroom, but they put a bed there, so that makes it a bedroom. It's kind of the nice touches with the rugs and stuff. And we have some grass randomly in here. Little botanical type room. I don't really know. I don't know if you can put outdoor decorations there or what. It's kind of neat. I like the rugs in the middle. I think they look pretty good. The bearskin rug, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I don't know, that's not a bad place for it. It's just having a dead bear on the floor is something I'm not as much of a fan of. So yeah, we have two of these bookshelves. That's kind of neat. There's these cupboards. I want to explore all of the first floor before I go upstairs. So we have Tentacle of Helshgam. That is gross. We also have Norahul's dress. So this seems like it'd be a good room to put some trophies, stuff like that. Undunian sword, and right in front of that, the Mirror of Mordorith. Okay. Ivar's banner. Yeah, this is looking like some of our war trophies from our Kinship, that type of room. So we do have a fish pond here, I believe. Yeah, that's a large yard type decoration. So that's kind of neat to have inside, I think. It would be neat to have another one, I think, on the other side. But maybe you don't have to have the same thing and make it symmetrical. I actually think it would be better to have some different things. So I like that. Looks like we could add some more stuff to that kind of war room looking thing. I don't know if that's the intention of it, but that's the impression I get from it. So moving on upstairs, it looks like this might have, I think, just 2 floors. This is kind of intermediary. So Dwarf Snow Globe. I like that. The 2 tables and their different tables. I like that they're different, actually. And then 2 little Yule trees. Yule trees is an odd choice because it's not Yule anymore, but it actually, I think it does work and looks neat there. They also do glow a little bit. So we have a map table here, and then a map of Frostbluff. That's neat. Again, with the Yule theme, but it's not Yule time anymore. I like that map, though. We have an actual map table. We need to take one of these maps from the map table and replace the map of Frostbluff. Map of Thorin's Gate. It's a dwarf area, so I'm not as interested in it, but map of Foreshall. Yeah, this looks like a kind of study type room. Map room is what we're using it as, it looks like. This might be it. I was kind of expecting more upstairs or more rooms, but as a Kinship house, I guess it works. I was thinking like more bedrooms, but this is definitely a pretty big house. It's just got like a ton of hallways, which isn't necessarily a problem. I just expected a lot more open space, so it's kind of what I was expecting versus what it actually is. And what it actually is isn't a bad thing, just not what I expected again. I don't actually remember going in this room, because I think I would have commented on the nice saber tooth there. So yeah, that's a pretty nice trophy, I think. And then we have the Frost Antler head trophy. These look like 2 Foreshall or even Misty Mountains type things. I actually think that mob would be more of a Foreshall. But yeah, I guess that's the Kinship house. Again, I'm used to the single player housing where you have more bedroom type things and it's more homey, but this is definitely good, I think, for a kinship type house. And then it looks like I have that weird movement bug where I gotta move all choppy like this for a minute, but we got our bearings. And now, yeah, I don't know if I have much more to do here. I've kind of explored the outside. I think the outside is pretty neat. I really like these statues though. I think it could be neat to have. I don't know. These are different types already, but I was going to say maybe different types, but these are already different. But yeah, the housing, my character's armor is pretty ugly, but the housing itself I think is nice, and the yard is nice. Yeah, that's just the kinship house. I thought I'd share it with you all. This would be pretty fun to explore, kind of my first time, so I think I will go ahead and take a boat and see what goes on with that. It looks like a fish just jumped in the water. I didn't know they could actually do that. I know you can fish here, but we'll save that for another day. I do want to go ahead and take a boat at the end here just to see what this little area looks like. This is kind of the I guess it's a little town. It even has an auction hall in here. I did not know that. So this is Gathlon. That's actually pretty convenient that it does. I don't know if I would visit here much for the auction hall, but if I do crafting in the kinship yard, because they have those crafting what are those things? I don't even know what to call them. Facilities. Yeah, the crafting facilities there, and then just come here if I need to buy materials from the auction hall, so I can also get my universal ingredient packs. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the kinship house. I really enjoyed seeing it in the yard, and just all the stuff they had in there was also fun to explore. And I will probably move some of my stuff if I can to the kinship house, and especially a lot of the stuff I do with the kinship and the taxidermist type stuff. I don't know where this boat takes me. I guess it does take me right back to Falthui, our little Tol Falthui island here. But yeah, that is I guess all I have for the video. I don't know how long it ended up being because I did disconnect and have to restart this a little bit. But I hope you all did enjoy this. It was a very different type of video for me. I haven't done anything like this ever, so I hope you all still did enjoy it. But if you have any feedback, I don't know if I do anything similar to this in the future, but if you have any feedback on what I did, I'd still appreciate it. And if you are interested in joining the kinship, you can let me know even in the comments, or yeah, message me or somebody in the kin, or apply on the website directly there. We can get you in game after you do that. We do have a Discord server and some other things I forgot to mention at the beginning. But our Discord server is somewhat big, and we use that for voice chat and just communication in general. And yeah, if you did enjoy this though, please do consider liking and subscribing and maybe joining the kin. And thanks for watching, everyone.